Hello, my name's Gemma from Solar Events, and it's my absolute pleasure to welcome Karina Grant today to talk about quantum touch. Welcome, Karina.
Hey Gemma.
Hello.
Hello.
Can we start by finding out what is quantum touch?
Sure. Quantum touch is an energy healing therapy which is based around breathing techniques, visual awareness techniques, meditative techniques, where the practitioner uses all these techniques together to raise their own energy to a very high level. The person they're working on then starts to mirror that energy, and what happens is it creates a field of energy around areas of pain, blockages in the body, anything that's out of alignment. And that high energy then helps to stimulate the healing process in the body. So essentially it kicks the immune system into place, and it gives it a real boost. And essentially it speeds up the healing in the body, and as a result people are able to work on, practitioners are able to work on all manner of conditions, aches, pains, structural misalignments, first aid issues, anything really. The only thing that ever changes, the techniques always remain the same, is what you put your attention on, what you put your awareness on. So because of that, the kind of people that come on the workshops are people from all backgrounds, which is, it's obviously fantastically fun to meet so many different people. But for instance, I've trained physiotherapists, Reiki masters, people from worldwide health organisations, CEOs of major companies, scientists, carers working with elderly people, nurses, parents wanting a skill to help their kids, literally people from all walks of life. The only thing that everybody has in common is they want to learn a skill that can help themselves and others. So that's in a nutshell what quantum touch is about, and it's something that the beauty of it is that anyone can learn it. I myself got into it in 2005 when I was looking for something to help my father, who'd been diagnosed with a very severe type of Parkinson's disease. So I was looking for something that would be able to help him with the symptoms and the aches and the pains, and many of the symptoms that exist in Parkinson's are based around, many of the symptoms that exist in so many conditions are as a result of inflammation. And because quantum touch is so good at bringing down inflammation in the body, it's so good at working with so many different conditions. So you can work with sports injuries, and you can also work with someone who's in debilitating pain, and you can work with someone who's got Parkinson's, simply because the symptoms are all, based, many of them, around the extreme cases of inflammation in many cases. So I was looking for something to help my father and looked at many different things. I just wanted to be able to help ease his pain, really. And I came across quantum touch. I went on a workshop and I learnt it, and I wasn't expecting miracles or anything, but I knew that there would be something we could do to help him and to assist him. And so I went on the workshop and I learnt these techniques, and I came back and he was my guinea pig, and we had some absolutely amazing results. Really, one of the symptoms of Parkinson's, that people are really hunched over, and after about an hour and a half of working on him, his spine started to just straighten up, and his face just looked energised, and everything, the whole way he was sitting and holding himself was just so much strength, and it was just completely, it blew me away. And so that was my intro into energy work and into quantum touch, and from that point on I never looked back, and I went headfirst into this realm, if you like, and worked with him, and over a course of a few months just saw such amazing results with his symptoms subsiding, and things like tremors just 1%, if that. So many of the symptoms just disappearing. And I then decided, well, is this something that will only work? Is it a father-daughter connection, or is it going to work with other people? What is this? I played and I worked with friends and family, and eventually became a practitioner, and saw that no, this works, end of story. And because it's able to speak to people from scientific background, there's nothing in it that is far-fetched, if you like. You don't need to stretch your imagination that far to see how it works and why it works. As a result, the kinds of people that I've worked with are people from literally every background, every type of medical professional, sports players, to kids, to the elderly. It doesn't really matter. I became a practitioner and thought, well, really everybody needs to know this because it's so easy and it's amazing. The body's ability to heal itself is absolutely amazing when you give it the right conditions to do so. And one of the things that doctors say is, well, stress accounts for a very high percentage of illness in the body, and we know that. And therefore what happens when we decrease the stress within the body using the breathing techniques, and we start to still the mind and we start to still the body, is we create a space for it to speed up its healing process. The body knows what to do. When you cut your finger knows how to heal itself. We don't need to give it an instruction. So it's based on that same principle. That if you create the right environment and you create the space and you relax the area enough, then you will raise the vibration in the area and the body will start to heal itself. So from that perspective, it's not, yes, it's energy healing, but there's no, I wouldn't say I'm a healer because it's the body that's correcting itself. I'm just facilitating using a set of techniques that work. So because I saw so many different amazing recoveries and illnesses returning back to balance, I decided everybody needs to know this, and I became an instructor, and it's a lovely 2-day workshop, and I started to teach the level 1 course, and then I'll tell you what's in the level 1 in a minute. After that I became the level 2 Quantum Touch level 2 instructor for the UK, and also self-created health. So it's very much my whole focus, and the reason I love Quantum Touch, I'm not someone that would say there's only one way and there's one modality and there's one therapy, because they're all, there's some amazing things out there, and all of them have a place. But from my perspective, having done a huge amount of this work and worked with hundreds and hundreds of people, I haven't found something that is so teachable, so learnable, and produces such fast, quick, profound results as Quantum Touch. So I'm with it simply because it works, and it's very, very enjoyable to teach and be a practitioner of.
So Karina, do you have to have a particular belief system with Quantum Touch?
No, absolutely not. And that's probably one of the reasons why it attracts people from all walks of life, all backgrounds, any faith background or no faith background, people who do Reiki, for instance, or people who have done years and years of spiritual healing will sit just as easily in the group with somebody who is a pure scientist, has a background of just pure science. You don't have to have a particular belief system, so it will fit within the realm of whatever you do believe. You're not asked to believe anything or not believe anything. It's just simply a set of techniques that stimulate the energy to a very, very high level in the body.
Mm-hmm. And what courses do you offer in Quantum Touch? If people want to take it further, what's on offer?
People start with either self-created health or level 1. I'll tell you first about level 1. Level 1 is based around several different breathing techniques which enable you to get the energy in your body flowing very easily and very quickly. And by the end of level 1 you will know, by the end of the first day you'll know how to align hips, to do body work without any manipulation at all, no whacking or cracking or anything like that, which is why we do get a lot of body workers, physiotherapists, chiropractors, osteopaths, etc. coming on the workshops. You'll know how to adjust structure with no manipulation, very, very gentle, very light touch. You'll know how to work with emotions, emotional healing, self-healing, how to do chakra balancing, So level 1 really gives you a solid foundation. You don't need to have had any healing experience or any body work experience at all. You can come in completely blank, not knowing what to expect or having any experience at all. You can also equally come in with 30 years experience and find that you'll learn new things as well. So level 1 is your introduction into quantum touch, but saying that, it's such a solid introduction that people go away having learnt just level 1 and are able to see some absolutely amazing results. Level 2 takes it that much deeper. So level 2 is day 1 in the morning. You're going to take the structural healing, working with the body, working with realigning structure, the back, able to work with pain at a really, really profound level. So on level 2, day 1 in the morning, you're going to learn much deeper structural healing. In the afternoon, you're going to learn, I think it's my favourite part actually, of quantum touch, and that is how to work with the brain. So the reason I find that really exciting is because it gives you a whole new way of working with the elderly, which is a section of society that I feel very strongly about, partly because of my own experiences of helping my father, but with many of the conditions that are around today that they don't have much to offer in terms of cures. Working with the brain is it's cutting edge. Working with energy in the brain is really, really exciting. So we learn how to do that, and that's particularly interesting and special for anybody that's working with any type of brain dysfunction. So that's from the elderly, but also a lot of parents come if they've got kids with ADD or any type of learning disabilities, autism, anything like that. The brain work is really, really profound for that. So that's what we do in the afternoon on day 1. On day 2, in level 2, we work very much with belief systems, with manifesting, all the non-physical stuff, and it's an incredibly powerful workshop. Very, very powerful. The book, actually, the level 2 book has just come out. It's called The New Human. So that's very exciting. Self-created health is a completely different workshop altogether. It's a standalone, and you don't need to take level 1 or level 2 to take self-created health. The reason is because although it is about healing, it is about energy work, it's very talk-based. So the therapeutic side of it is very much through processing out your emotions. So the purpose of self-created health is to find the emotional causation behind the physical issue. Once you have found the emotional causation, which is great because it enables you to literally pinpoint exactly what the trauma was that kicked things off in that direction. Once you've found it, there's a process, a really thorough process of release and then transforming it into something much higher. So self-created health is for those people that want to explore emotional healing at a very, very deep level. And the reason why we say you don't have to take level 1 or 2 is because often people, therapists who do a lot of talk-based therapy, psychotherapy, things like that, may not be interested in hands-on healing. So they may just want to go for that approach, in which case they're very welcome to. You don't have to take in level 1 or 2 to take self-created health. But the 3 of them together, Richard Gordon, who's the founder of Quantum Touch, he calls it the Miracle First Aid Kit, and I agree. It's a very cutting edge set of skills that simply enables you to work quickly, and it's very easy to learn. And most importantly, the results. People say, well, what's the benefits of quantum touch? And as far as I'm concerned, proof's in the pudding. Either it works or it doesn't work. And from my experience and having taught now so many people and worked with so many people from different backgrounds, I can tell you it works, and it works amazingly well.
Thank you so much for coming in today, Karina.
My pleasure.
It's been absolutely fascinating.
Thank you. And I'm so happy to be working with solar events, with Quantum Touch. And everybody that has come from solar events has been so lovely, so thank you for that as well. And I think the most exciting part for me, and I do forward them on to you, so I know you do know what I mean here, is when you get emails from people saying, oh, I worked on my mum yesterday and she was in so much pain and now, now her pain has gone, and people have gone on to do such really, really amazing healing work and energy work and use quantum touch in such exciting ways. So I'm really happy to be able to share it with you and solar events, everybody that comes through solar events.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for listening, watching, and we shall see you soon.
Thank you.